As many people say, being a high school athlete is hard. Being the #1 women's basketball recruit in the nation is even harder. From capturing 3 gold medals on the USA U19, U17, and U16 World Championship basketball teams to being named the Women's Basketball Coaches Association Player of the Year and the Texas Gatorade Player of the Year in the same day, Lauren has captured national attention.
Flower Mound High School's Lauren Cox.
Coach Sherika Nelson saw an 8th grader named Lauren Cox who was coming into her program.
The top post player in the country, the #1 player overall, Lauren Cox, headed to Baylor, plays inside, plays outside.
There's no doubt her talent and incredible sportsmanship deserve a nationwide spotlight, but that is not the only reason why we are telling her story. Growing up, Lauren's family knew she was bound to be an athlete. At an early age, Lauren was already excelling in basketball, soccer, and in other sports. It was evident from an early start that Lauren was truly gifted.
You know, she's always been kind of athletic, just kind of at every age compared to her peers, and so we kind of had an idea she might be a pretty good athlete someday.
However, Lauren was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the young age of 7. Between changing the way she eats to questioning how it will affect her as an athlete, it was a challenge in the beginning.
Even at the age of 7, she was an active athlete. At that time, I remember her doing a lot of running with her father, and so she also had the challenge of figuring out how that was going to work with her blood sugar in the beginning. I think she had a lot of low blood sugar when she ran real hard. And so those were some of the things that I think she found the most challenging, or at least what she shared with me and her family did.
There were even some games that Lauren had trouble starting in because her blood sugar levels were too low. People with diabetes not only experience fatigue, but they may also experience extreme headaches, muscle aches, and even numbness in their fingers and toes. But no matter how bad Lauren feels, she keeps going.
During a game, if I have a high blood sugar, I'll get tired really easily and I'll feel sluggish and be really thirsty. And then if I have a low blood sugar, I won't even be able to play because I'll feel dizzy and I could possibly pass out. So it's a struggle sometimes trying to keep it regulated and everything.
Low blood sugar is generally uncomfortable. You usually get shaky, anxious, very, very hungry. If it goes on for longer, you can get quite irritable and then sometimes somewhat sleepy and can cause headaches. It's not a nice feeling.
It's one of those things that I'm responsible for her, and it's scary as an adult, but at the same time, it's taught me that, life comes first in all situations.
But her talent is what really caught the attention of others. Even in middle school, her high school coach saw that she stood out amongst the other athletes.
I remember watching her in middle school. She was tall, lanky, and watching her run down the floor, she was still different than most, tall kids at that age. Most kids have a hard time catching the ball and handling themselves when they're that tall, that young. But the first impression was she was already a very fluent player for her age and one that was going to be able to handle the ball in transition. And also, she was already knew the game of basketball. You could tell she had been around it all her life. So from the very get-go, I knew she was a special kid.
Lauren not only leaves a mark on those that hear her story and see her play, but the root of her talent and humbleness start with her family and friends.
She's become a lot better of a leader and is really good at talking to people.
We probably see a lot of her flaws more than maybe others, and we're probably some of her harshest critics, but at the same time it just brings a lot of joy watching her do what she loves and do it really well at a high level.
She's taught me so much about basketball and just to be a better person.
Even LeBron James, the king of basketball, took notice of Lauren's talent after she helped her U17 World Championship basketball team capture the gold medal. Like many other athletes, Lauren's strong work ethic and success come from her home court.
I feel really at home when I'm on the court. I've spent countless hours practicing and getting in shape and working on my game, so I feel really at home.
Although it will be difficult to leave behind such a huge part of her life, Lauren is ready to start a new chapter as she takes her talents to Baylor University and prepares for what lies ahead.
I plan to go to Baylor University to play basketball, and after that, hopefully play overseas on a professional team or in the WNBA. I'll just miss my friends and the coaches and everybody here that have supported me throughout the years.
On top of it all, Lauren has made it a priority to inspire others. Her high school basketball coach, Coach Nelson, has seen the impact she leaves both on and off the court.
A lot of kids this young don't want to put in 3 to 4 hours of work every day to get to where she is. And she's put in the work, and the game of basketball is given back to her for that. You know, I keep telling them all the time, what you put into the game will give back to you. And she's one of those that since she was 7th and 8th grader, she decided this is what she wants, and she puts in the work daily for these dreams, and she's the prime example of what hard work gets you.
Never give up and keep following your dreams no matter what happens.
It's no wonder that such a talented individual has been chosen as the #1 women's basketball recruit in the nation. Alongside this national achievement, she has also been the recipient of the Texas Gatorade Girls Basketball Player of the Year Award, selected for the 2016 McDonald's All-American Team, Texas Girls Association, TGCA, First Team All-State member, Texas Association of Basketball Coaches, TABC, All-State member, a Wendy's Heisman State finalist, selected for the 2016 Women's Basketball Coaches Association High School All-American Team member, and led Team USA to the gold medal at the 2013 U16, 2014 U17, and 2015 U19 FIBA World Championship Games. Lauren will continue to be the epitome of a role model as she shows aspiring athletes and individuals from all over the world that anything is possible, no matter what seems to hold you back.
Never give up. Nothing can keep you from doing what you love to do, so always keep fighting.
There's nothing that can stop you from your dreams. There's always a resource out there to help you. There's always people out there to help you, and all you have to do is open yourself up and tell your story, and you're going to find people that help you get past those obstacles.
No limits. Don't put any limits on yourself or your kids. They can do anything they set their minds to, and with hard work and taking care of your body and following your doctor's guidelines, you can do anything you want to do.
I just want to add how proud I am of Lauren and of her family for the wonderful young woman that she's become, and a successful athlete besides. But parenting is the hardest job in the world, and parenting someone with a chronic health condition plus an elite athlete is quite a feat, and so I just want to take my hat off to Lauren and her parents.
No matter what the future holds for Lauren, she will without a doubt continue to strive for greatness and leave a legacy behind as she beats the odds and inspires athletes across the world.